So that's a question that's popping up all over the nation. And, as a lot of you know, yeah, the question is, do I think there'll be college football this fall if we don't have students on campus? And obviously, I'm paying attention to conversations at the Big Ten, at the NCAA level, at the Power 5 level, and across all of FBS. So you think about FBS, there's 130 teams all across the country. And you talk about how complicated it is to come up with a solution that fits all 130 teams and all the Power 5 and the Group of 5 components of that. And what I've heard is from coaches and athletic directors is, first of all, they don't believe football should be played in front of empty stadiums. The fans are part of the college football experience. I don't know whether that means half-full stadiums or, fans that are spread apart by, following some of the physical distancing limits that we have now. But here's my view. And this is Ted Carter's view, all right? And this is reading much of the same stuff that's out there as everyone else. I'm a glass half-full guy. And what I see has happened here in Nebraska is a lot of good behavior, people doing the right things. I think people across our nation are trying to do the right things so that we can get back to some sense of normalcy. I think it'll be a long time before we see what life was like maybe a year ago. But I do think there are going to be return of professional sports to some level, and certainly NCAA sports. Now, whether that means college football starts being played in the last week of August, first week of September, or maybe even November, I think there'll be a lot of new ideas for how to make sure that we keep competitive spirit, the brand of all of our colleges and universities. We as Americans love our athletics. So as you've seen the Olympics move right to the year, you've seen other things change, the Masters move, I think we'll find a way that suits everybody but keeps people as safe as possible. And from my view, I'm looking forward to seeing football back in Memorial Stadium with some number of fans there and cheering on Go Big Red.
So just to follow up, because Dr. Fauci was asked this question, I think, like on a podcast earlier this morning. He said the only way you can have college football this fall is in an empty stadium, and you have to almost quarantine the players and stuff like that. You don't see that as a feasibility with your discussions with people?
Well, I'll be the last person to contradict Dr. Fauci, but I will tell you that there's still a lot more for us to know. As Governor Ricketts has said, I think the key to what will allow us to do a lot more will be a lot larger access to testing, large-scale testing, so that we can have a sense of how big the challenge is, how many people have, through some other types of testing know that they've already been exposed to this or have already had it. So, we're about 5 months away from college football. A lot has to happen for us to get back to that being on schedule. But I'm going to remain optimistic for now that, I'm still optimistic that we'll have students on campus by the fall and that we're in the classroom. We've already committed to not teaching in the classroom for the summer. UNL and UNO, we're going to be remote just as we have been in the spring. But we are working all options, all plans. And again, I'm optimistic that we'll have students on campus in the fall.